today we are going to be doing another read aloud, and this book is called Spaghetti in the Hot Dog Bun by the author is Maria Dismondy. And this book is all about having the courage to be who you are. Now, let's freeze for a second. Everybody out there should be who they really are and should have the courage to do what they want. Sometimes I get fidgety, so I just have this paper. So if you ever see me fidgeting, it's just because I get fidgety. Alright, so we're just going to talk about having the courage to be who we are at the end of the story. So I know in our previous video we did a read aloud on the remarkable true story of the shopping mall gorilla by Catherine Applegate. So I actually made that video yesterday. So if you haven't checked out that video, go check out that video after you're done watching this video. Now let's get into our story. So I know what I do with most read alouds is I read the page and then I show you guys the pictures. As you can see, I have my bookshelf back here. It's just some books that I enjoy reading. Alright. This story is called Spaghetti in the Hot Dog Bun by Maria Dismondy. The delicious smell of breakfast filled in the air as Lucy's grandpa handed her a plate. Lucy smeared ketchup on her toast. She turned to her grandpa and said, Papa Ginu, I don't know how to say his grandpa's name, but I think it's Ginu or Ginu. Harriet said she never heard of ketchup on toast. Her family uses butter and jelly. This is the picture. And this is her grandpa. And that is Harriet, I think. That is her name. It's Lucy. So there's actually another book with Lucy where she can't control her voice. I don't have that book, but it's okay. Not everybody likes the same thing, Lucy. It doesn't mean one person is right or wrong. We're all different. What a boring world it would be if we were exactly alike. Do you remember what's really important? Papa Ginu said. Asked, yes, Papa. Even if we are different from others on the outside, we all have heart and feelings on the other side. This picture, and let's freeze on the book for a second. That was really encouraging. Now, I just want to say to everybody out there who is thinking that they're stupid and just is having a hard time, nobody should say that they're stupid. Nobody out there in the world is stupid. And if you're thinking that, then you're wrong. That's not who you actually are. You are the special human being you are. And not everybody likes the same things as you. And that's okay. It's okay to be different. It's okay to not know it all. It's okay to have hard days. Be yourself. Everybody out there is really struggling, having the courage to be themselves. You're wrong. You're not actually stupid. I sometimes like to rip my papers too, so just be aware that I might be doing some fidgety things. But everybody out there who's struggling to have the courage to be themselves, be yourself. Don't be someone else. Don't be the person who. Nobody out there is dumb or stupid. No, that's not who you really are. Just because you put ketchup on your chicken nuggets and someone else doesn't, that's okay. That just gave me an example. of be your own person. Be your own person. Be your own person. Let's continue with the story. Now, this is the picture, as you guys can see. That's my girl. Remember, when you treat others with love and kindness, you're doing the right thing, Papa Gino said. On the school bus, Lucy and her friend Harriet pulled out some paper and crayons. Sitting across from them was Ralph. As usual, Ralph sat alone, staring out the window. He looked over at them and rolled his eyes. So, as you can see, Ralph does not look happy right now. Look at his body language. What do you think? He's got crossed arms, and look at Lucy and Harriet. They're having a good time on the school bus. What do you think they could do right now? If somebody, pause for a second. If somebody looks at you like this, what do you think they're telling you? They're probably mad at you. They're probably upset with you. And if you should never ignore someone. Sometimes I get mad. And sometimes I do this. Sometimes this. That means I'm mad. Look, Ralph in the picture. He does not look happy. And look at Lucy and Harriet. They're having a good time. Let's move on to the story. In the classroom, Lucy sat down near her teacher. Ralph carelessly hurried over and tripped over Lucy's foot. For long, he was glaring at her. Ralph whispered, "Woof, I can see the book with this puddle in front of me." Lucy could hear him giggling behind her. Oh no. Why did it have to be me? She wondered. Look, all the kids in the classroom. Do you see Lucy and Ralph? Ralph is kind of being a bully. Well, I know bully is a very strong word, but I just want to say that it's mean. Because look, Lucy is like, why does it have to be me? Like she's getting, and look at Ralph. It looks like he's funny about it. As you can see, look at Lucy and look at Ralph. Tell the difference between their body language. Do you think Ralph is the one who's being mean? He is. He's the one being mean. During lunch, Harriet shouted one of her silly jokes over the children's voices. As the girls ate, their bellies shook with laughter. Across the table, Ralph hollered, "Yuck, that's disgusting. That's a disgusting smell. Whoever heard of eating spaghetti in a hot dog bun?" Wow. Freeze for a second. We need to talk. Because Ralph is not being kind right now. He is not being kind right now. He is not letting Lucy be who she really is. Yeah, that's not kind what he just said to her. We'll see what happens next. This is the picture. As you can see, Lucy's enjoying her lunch and then Ralph's smelling her spaghetti and hot dog bun. other children at the table turned away from Ralph. Shaking their heads, Ralph continued, "Poor little Lucy, with her hair so poofy." Tears filled Lucy's eyes and she began to cry. On the way home, Lucy thought about what had happened. Maybe Ralph was mean to me because he thinks being different is bad. I wish he would stop teasing me. Wow, that is definitely not kind, friends out there. I hope this book doesn't give you ideas to bully people. Because what Ralph is doing is bullying. That is definitely not kind. That is definitely not kind to make someone cry. That is definitely not kind. We'll see what happens. Slowly, Lucy stepped off the bus. "How was your day?" said Papa. Bruna asked. "Fine," she mumbled. Reached over, ran out of her hair. "How did this happen?" she asked. Lucy didn't say a word. That night, as Grandpapa took Lucy into bed, she asked, "Is everything all right at school?" Lucy rolled over. He sat down and whispered, "Always remember, if something's not right, we can work on fixing it together." It's not easy, thought Lucy. How I stopped Ralph from teasing me. How can I have a heart and be so mean? Wow. Friends, Lucy does not have the courage to tell her papa what's going on at school. When something happened at school that's not right, I always go to my parents. I always go to my parents. Because I know that's the right thing to do. Friends, if something happened at school or anything, go tell your parents. Yeah, that's really the right thing. Lucy had a hard time falling asleep, worrying about what happened tomorrow. The following day, Lucy was surprised to find Ralph leaving her alone. Until Lucy took the bag Ralph handed her. Inside were dog bones and a note that read, "Lucy, Lucy, Lucy, eat stinky food that puts in a big bad mood. Lucy, Lucy, hair strapped like a cone. Here's a treat for you, a yummy dog bone." Wow, that is not okay. That is definitely not kind. That is definitely not kind. I feel like Ralph should have learned a lesson to be kind. I'm always kind to others. And you should too, friends. Friends out there that are listening to this book really learned a lesson to be kind to others. It was recess time and Lucy played alone. She didn't want to tell her teacher about Ralph. She was afraid of being a tattletale. Lucy wished Papa was there to help. What should I do? She asked herself over and over. The bell rang and recess ended. "Help!" cried a child out of the distance. Tommy yelled. Ralph got himself stuck at the top of the monkey bars. It's the funniest thing I ever seen. Guys, who is being kind right now in the story? Tawny, because he actually cares. This is my chance. I'll go tell Ralph how mean he really is. MEAN, mean. Lucy stalked off towards the monkey bars. When she reached Ralph, Lucy paused. She looked at him in the eye and said, What did you what you did was so mean. Standing before Ralph, Lucy could hear Papa's words. Ralph did have a heart with his feelings. I feel like Lucy could have learned a lesson to not just go yell at him. I feel like he could have helped him. I feel like that's what Lucy should be doing. At that moment, Lucy decided what she would do. She saw tears in Ralph's eyes. He hesitated and moved and whispered, "I'm scared." Lucy reached out and said, "Here, take my hand." She helped him down. The two walked back to their classroom without saying a word. Wow. She helped Ralph out of the monkey bars, even though he was being mean to her. He was being mean to her. She did the right thing and was kind to the bully. You know the common expression is "kill the bully with kindness"? That means if someone's bully you, you should still be kind to them. As the bus pulled up at Lucy's stop, Ralph reached over and handed her a picture. Lucy was amazed by what she saw. "Thanks," she murmured softly. After she got off the bus, Lucy smiled and said, "Papa, there's a boy, Ralph, who was really mean to me today. He was in trouble and I helped him." Wow. Lucy did the right thing to help him, even though he was being a little bit of a jerk and bullying him. Papa, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm just going to say Papa. Papa hugged Lucy and replied, "That took a lot of courage. It wasn't the easiest thing to do. You chose to treat others the way you want to be treated. I'm so proud of you, Lucy." Then they walked home. She asked him what was for dinner. When Papa Go said spaghetti, Lucy knew immediately what she would have for lunch the next day. Her favorite sandwich, spaghetti and a hot dog bun. Alright, so that is the end. Oh, I forgot to show you the pictures. Here is Lucy walking home, and then the next, I showed you that picture. Alright, so that is the end of our story. That's the end of our story. And guys, you should always be kind. What we learned in this story is to be kind to others and always help. I hope you enjoyed the story, and the story really taught a lesson. The golden rule is treat people the way you want to be treated. Be kind to others, everyone. Bye.